Thanks, all of you, for taking your time and attending this webinar. So, this will be an exciting webinar on Dynamics 365 Business Central and how this solves business challenges. So, before starting the webinar, just a brief introduction of us. So I'm Vikram. I'm looking at the analytics and the applications practice at Advaya, and we are helping customers around the world in India, Middle East, and US. And I am my co-presenter is Kirti. She is a solutions consultant and a certified business application consultant. So she is involved into day-to-day projects and the customer's experience, and she has a lot of experience in implementing various Dynamics 365 applications.
Hello, everyone.
So this is our agenda. We'll be just giving a brief introduction of about organization, then about what is the current reality of using standalone applications, what is the benefit of using software as service. Then we'll show the features as well as like what encompasses as Dynamics Business Central. We'll also show you some bits of demo related to the features and functionality present in Business Central, and then we'll be showing the migration path. And at the end, we'll be taking a Q&A round. So about us, so we are providing tailored digital transformation solutions to various organizations, and this is starting in 4 areas. So we start with the building information strategy, that is about understanding the current infrastructure of the business, what are their processes, what is the IT infrastructure, and based on that we create an information strategy for organization. Then the second part is about implementation, so that is about implementation of business applications, as well as implementing of various business processes. So once the business applications and the business process are implemented, it is more about how to get the insights from these. And there comes the role of analytics. So if you see the two concentric ovals, so these are, one oval is for applications and the second is for analytics. So in insights, we develop various kind of reports and dashboards from the data we are capturing from applications. And once the analytics is there, it is more about how to make them intelligent or how to make them actionable. So it's more about creating automated workflows or RPAs to make them intelligent. And we are working in 4 areas, that is decision making, that is mostly about analytics from the ground up, that is about implementing analytics solutions, aggregating various kind of data sources, creating the analytics models, creating dashboards and reports. The second part is customer experience. So it is more about touching all the channels from which the organization is interacting with customers. So whether it is a website or the customer service application, field service application, CRM. So these are all part of customer experience. Third is business productivity. So in business productivity is more about how to make employees more productive as well as more efficient. So it is about integrating applications and building on top of Microsoft 365 applications, building intranets as well as collaboration solutions, as well as project management solutions for organizational use. And the fourth is technology-led innovation, where it is more about using the latest and the greatest technologies like artificial intelligence, machine learning into these areas. So we started in 2005 as a kind of a preferred vendor with Microsoft, and we are working with Microsoft for many years, and our presence is in US and India. And we have esteemed list of customers and a kind of a long-term relationship with customers. And we are a Microsoft partner with gold competency in many areas, including cloud platform, cloud productivity, data analytics, as well as others. And we are also have partnership with Sitecore as well as Amazon Web Services. So when we talk about growing business, so when the business grow, their basic accounting software or the ERP system are unable to handle the increased inventory and transactions or lack integration with the line of business systems and have reporting limitations. So this is a kind of a pain area where it is a pain around scalability, mobility, as well as cloud. So it is more about like we need to understand like what are our existing systems and what are the signs that they are not able to handle the growth that is needed for the organization. So the signs could be that systems are disconnected. There is duplicate entry. We are taking something from one system and putting into another systems. Accounting is happening in isolation. Reporting and all kind of analysis is more complicated or is inefficient. Then there's a lack of workflows, so like approval workflows or review workflows, and the audit trail is not there, and that increased to the risk and inability to handle the diverse workloads of transactions or multiple transactions or increased inventories. So the solution is that to deploy a kind of a comprehensive ERP solutions to tackle these challenges. So these challenges that we discuss about related to security, productivity, mobility, or about integration. Like there is only one system which is doing everything, and there is some survey. So they found that like 93% of businesses that implement ERP projects consider them a success. So ERP solutions are a kind of a solutions which keeps the business as a sustained business. And interesting number is that like most of the ERP solutions are deployed as software as service. So why these are deployed as software as service or on cloud? Because this provides flexibility, avoid any kind of infrastructure and administrative overheads, which we need to deploy on premise. We need to put on servers. We need to put administrators to maintain these servers and services. The cloud applications are always updated and new features are there whenever they are released. And it's a kind of a user-based service. So we are able to add or remove users based on our need. So this is the introduction of Dynamics 365 Business Central. So it is a kind of a one solution for to run the entire small and medium-sized business. And if you see on the right that like all kind of features are in place, including reporting, supply chain management, operations management, project management, and sales and service management, and they are talking directly to financial management, which is the heart of this system. And this is very adaptable. We can integrate with the different kind of systems, and it provides the flexibility as well as means we can accelerate things based on our need. And as I mentioned that this can be connected to different systems. So like this is connected to BI tools like Power BI, we can do workflow automation. So we can do workflow automation. We can connect it to different systems, and it has a seamless interactions with the Office type tools like Outlook, Excel, and Teams. So we'll show that what kind of interaction as well as what kind of flexibility Business Central provide to the users to avoid a learning curve. Like users are already familiar with these kind of tools like Excel, so how they can easily use Business Central. So Business Central is an all-in-one business management solution for modern growing organizations. And Business Central is not a kind of a new product, but it is a kind of a evolution of Dynamics NAV, which is running in many businesses from long time. It is a kind of a 100,000 plus customers around the world. And this is a member of Dynamics 365 family and can be used in conjunction with other Dynamics 365 application as needed or as organization grows. And this is a kind of an adaptable application service. So this is just a kind of a roadmap of like how Business Central has evolved from its predecessors. So like previously it was Dynamics NAV on-premise and hosted solutions, and then Microsoft released NAV 2018. And after 2018, this is entirely built from the ground up. And this is now available as a on-premise as well as hosted as well as hybrid solution. So these are like the core capabilities of Business Central. So that is about more about connecting the process and the people like never before. From day one, it makes managing financial, sales, service, and operations easier and faster. And despite its ease of use and the low cost of ownership, Business Central is a full-featured solution. Its functionality is deep and rich, owing to Microsoft decades of expertise in business applications development, yet tailored significantly to the needs of small and medium-sized customers. So, if you see the core modules, it includes financial management, sales and service management, project management, supply chain management, operations management, as well as the inbuilt reporting analytics. And if you see from the roles perspective, like it caters to different key roles in the organization. So for different roles, there are different kind of views as well as different kind of and they can do different kind of activities and actions. So like key roles like owners, accountant, external accountant. If somebody is doing auditing of the systems, then there are roles for sales as well as marketing as well as for project manager. And it also covers key business processes. So like these are the typical business processes which every business has, whether means whatever kind of business you are running. So like the key process like order to cash or procure to pay or quote to cash or accounts payable as well as consolidation as well as intercompany transactions. So Business Central supports multiple companies, multiple currencies as well as consolidations between the organizations. So when we talk about what are the key capabilities of Business Central, so these are like three capabilities. One is how to connect your business with the different kind of features available, how to make smarter decisions using Business Central, and how to start and grow easily. So how easy to start and then grow based on your need. So we'll cover one by one. So about for improving productivity and get more done easily. There are inbuilt workflow solutions. There are audit trails as well as enterprise level security. So we can create workflows across sales and accounting to automatically track cash flow, secure purchasing, credit authorization, vendor payment process, predefined alerts and approval workflows. So these kind of core workflows are already there, and like we can also create additional workflow as required. For example, when a record such as a purchase document or a customer card needs to be approved by someone in your organization, you send an approval request as part of the workflow. And based on how the workflow is set up, the appropriate approver is then notified that the record requires their approval. And you can also set up reminder approval workflows for overdue approval requests. So these kind of processes are inbuilt in this. Second is about work where your business takes you. It's more about like Business Central is a kind of a cloud application. So apart from that is available on a desktop in a browser, yeah, there is also mobile application is available. So you will get the same experience on iOS as well as Android devices, and you can run your business on any platform with consistent user interface, and the employees can use these applications on the go. And one interesting, or means we can say one unique feature of Business Central is that it is connected with Outlook. So when someone is using their email for the customers or vendor, they can easily create a code or by pulling the product details and the quantity directly from the customer's email and input key points and other things. So means in the Outlook, we can see real-time customer and vendor history as well as access to the most current information enables users to be more productive and make quicker decisions without accessing additional applications. So with this integration, this reduces the time and frictions. What happens when you are forced to toggle between multiple applications, and instead users can take immediate actions directly from a single screen. Second is about making a smarter decision. So it is more about how you get run up and quickly right from the start, handle the most common tasks. So we can see that means there is the data is centralized for finance, sales, service, and operations. So we are able to access the most current and accurate data to make informed decision possible. So, for example, the second a sales rep in the field makes the changes to a customer quote, it gets reflected in the numbers being pulled for a forecast report back at the office. And same happens with the other numbers. So all the things are happening in real time. There is no wait time or no time to enter the data from a different kind of application. Then about built-in reports as well as other things. So Business Central is a built-in intelligence to predict and what to replace. So it is connected with the various kind of artificial intelligence models for doing any kind of sales forecast or any kind of predictions, and for to generate production plans, create purchase orders, and avoid lost sales and reduce shortage by maintaining the right amount of inventory by automatically calculating stock levels, lead times, and reorder points. And it also suggests substitutes when the requested items are out of stock to maximize the profitability and get built-in recommendation on what to pay vendors to use vendor discounts or avoid overdue penalties. And This also keep when we talk about projects. So when the business is running their work as a part of projects, so to manage budgets and monitor progress with real-time data on available resources, we can create, manage, and track customer projects using timesheets along with advanced job costing and reporting capabilities. So these are also part of Business Central application. The third is about start and grow easily. So it is more about how to free your business and people from the limitations of multiple disconnected solutions and the inefficient employee workaround that waste hours every week. So this Business Central automatically pulls your systems and process together so that people don't have to do getting your entire company in sync with the growth of your business. So that is about tailoring to your needs. You can create custom applications with a simple drag and drop in-client designer to rearrange fields, rename groups, and reposition elements, and design workflows to automate your business processes. So everything is customizable, and it doesn't require a kind of a developer. So a business user can easily customize what kind of fields or what kind of rearrangement is required as part of their processes. Secondly, it also has built-in industry or business extensions. So there is a large ecosystem or a marketplace of apps to discover, trial, and deploy. So based on the user scenarios, organizations can use these integrations and add-ins uh, to integrate with the different kind of applications. And this also has built on Power Apps, so we can use Power Apps as well as Power Automate to automate as well as integrate different kind of systems. And this is already integrated with most of the applications like Office, Excel, Teams, SharePoint. And we can integrate with other kind of applications like data storage application, Dropbox, OneDrive, as well as on-premise application as needed. So the question is that why Business Central? So means we have already discussed about various kind of features. So organizations are shifting away from traditional monolithic ERP systems. They take too long to implement, too complex and difficult to upgrade and maintain. So they are moving to modular and modern ERP platforms that create opportunity to more intelligently and flexibly manage their business in the digital transformation era. And Microsoft, this ERP solution has all kind of we can say components in the place with a kind of intelligent as well as intuitive user interface for running a game changer modern enterprise. It has a kind of a fast tech lifecycle service, end-to-end business application solution that is from lead to cash. It's a complete cloud design, so this is purely available in cloud as well as based on in case of any kind of regulatory compliance issue, we can organization can choose for hybrid deployment option. There's a 99.9% SLA guaranteed SLA and rich global ecosystem of partners. And this is the leader in the ERP technology value matrix by Nucleus Research. So I'm just putting a small question in the poll. So just I think you can respond into your Q&A button that like what kind of tools currently you are managing for business operations, finances in your day-to-day routine. So it's more about like what kind of solutions you are currently using. So you can put your answers in the poll. Okay, so as we wait for answers, now what we'll do that we'll do a kind of a series of short demos for Business Central that includes the overview of Business Central, that is Business Central homepage, role-based access, as well as what are the features, modules and features available. Then we'll cover some processes at high level, so including opportunity to cash as well as task to project progress. Then we'll see how we can do some of the unique features for this solution, like multi-company transactions. Then the most important part is about like what are the features for India localization. So how Business Central has inbuilt features for India taxation as well as other things. Then about reporting and analytics capabilities and integration matters 365. So I'm handing over to Kirti for the demo.
Thanks, Vikram. So now we will take a quick look into how the Business Central works, what it offers, what all features and capabilities that it has. So here is the quick glimpse of how the Business Central looks like, the home page, the role center of Business Central. So it offers all the quick actions you can see on the top and the right hand side. So you can take all the quick actions to create various and perform various day-to-day tasks. Then you can see it provides you the headlines and a lot of insights from across the system. So it all depends on the role from which you have logged in. So it will identify, be you are a CXO, so you will get a business related insights, overall growth and performance related insights. If you are a project manager, you will get insights related to the performance of the project. If you're a sales director, it will show you the sales related insights. So all these can be configured and managed based on the roles and role who is logging into the system. So we can see a lot of insights, all the actions and approvals awaiting your inputs. So all this information can be right in front of you as soon as you log in into the system. Then it also offers a lot of quick insights in the form of great visuals and intuitive charts and dashboards. So you can see a lot of other, you can track a lot and measure a lot of other KPIs from your business for your business performance. Then there are some Power BI reports which can be embedded in the system. So those will come here. So it will it offers a lot of reports. So we can see a lot of which are the top performing products by the quantity. So we can see that if I, so okay, I can go and see that. So a lot of Power BI reports can be shown in added here. So if so the system itself offers a lot of reports and dashboards, and also we can create some new from as per our need, and those can be integrated well with the system. So this is just a quick glimpse of the dashboard. Then it also offers a quick and intuitive search. So I just need to, it has a global search. So I just need to put if I just want to look for the orders in the system, so I'll just put orders and it will show me be it sales order, it's purchase order, transfer order. So it can list everything. So I can just see whatever is needed for me, and I can just go to the relevant details of into the system. So it will list me all the purchase orders. So likewise, I can search for anything and it can give me the results. So it's just a quick, so even if I do not type the complete spelling or complete sentence, it gives me it understands that what exactly I'm looking for and provide me the relevant search results. Then it also provides the different roles to log in into the system. So if I talk about different roles, so be it business manager, project manager, sales director, relationship manager, be it warehouse manager. So you can see and provide the different roles and rights to the different people in the organization, so that they do not overburden by the lot of information. So they just see the specific insights they need to run their operations and day-to-day activities. Even if needed, we can create custom roles and provide the different permissions to them as needed. So we can provide these kind of permissions and roles to different companies. Also, we can have multiple legal entities. So there are scenarios when businesses have multiple legal entities to manage their transactions and while they are working in different territories and all. So we can have multiple legal entities which can be selected from here if you are operating in multiple entities and you want to post transactions among them. So those multiple legal entities can be selected here. So I can switch easily from one entity to another entity if I have permissions to both the entity. So there will be some super users having permissions to all. Okay, then if I talk about process, so if we talk about the complete features, so what Business Central offers, there are a lot of features and capabilities that Business Central offers. So out of which, if we take a quick look into what all modules and features that Business Central offers, so it has a lot to do. So it's not just like any business, all the features and functionalities that business needs to run the operations smoothly. It offers all the capabilities, be it sales and marketing, purchasing, finance, inventory, warehouse, manufacturing, projects. So it includes all the features and functionalities. So you can just see a quick glimpse of what all it offers. So it offers purchasing. So I can see a lot of purchasing related features. Then I can see service related features and capabilities. I see a lot of warehouse related features and capabilities. I have sales and marketing stuff. I have inventory, be it manufacturing, planning, operations. I can manage my fixed assets from hiring and depreciation and retiring the fixed asset to managing the account payables and receivables, managing my bank accounts, reconciliation. So all that it offers. So all the features and functionality, as I mentioned, in business need to execute the day-to-day operations, it offers that. Now as we earlier talked about and Vikram mentioned that it offers and it manages a lot of business processes, be it opportunity to quote to cash, payment to procure to pay, hire to retire. So all these business processes are managed through the system intuitively. I'm just giving you a quick glimpse of opportunity to cash process. So let's take a quick look into that. If we see I have already created one opportunity, we can create new as well. So if we see I can create an opportunity which includes multiple stages. So there are initial discussions, then negotiation, presenting the code, discussing and finalizing the terms. So there are multiple stages of a sales cycle, right? So we can manage all those stages, finalize. Once the one stage is complete, we can move it to the opportunity to the other stage, and the details can be tracked here. We can, once an opportunity is managed, we can either close it, we can update the details, we can create a sales quote out of this. So I have already created a sales quote also for this opportunity. So I'll just show you. So if I click on create a sales quote, it will create one code which is already as I have created. So it will show here. So this is the code which has been created out of the opportunity, which has all the details of the items mentioned. So we can see the items included in the code. Once this code is done, we can close this and post this and share it with the customer. So we can process the code and an order will be created out of it. So let's create an order from here. So as soon as I'm marking this as won. So this opportunity will be closed and a new order will be created for this opportunity. Here is the sales order for this opportunity. So I'm just navigated to the same. This is the order which has these details, and it already warning me that the quantities which this quote has or the order has are not in my inventory. So I might need to create a purchase order out of this. So we can create a purchase order, then managing the vendor payments and account payables and all those processes can be managed very easily. Once this order is done, we can post this. As we do not have the enough inventory, we are not posting this as of now, But there are like we can so there are the options like we can either ship the product, we can invoice it, we can ship and invoice both, so that sales invoice will be created out of it. So this is just a glimpse of how intuitively we have navigated from an opportunity to go to order. And if I post it, an invoice will be created automatically immediately. So this is the complete cycle. Now, once the invoice has been raised, we need to receive the customer from the payment from the customer. So which will be my. So I'm just now going to receive the payments against this particular invoice. So here is the list of invoices generated for my customers. So what I need to do, so there are multiple invoices pending the amount payment from the customer. So I can just put in the number that I have received. So I might receive just 5,000 out of this, out of the 6,200. So I can just mark it as this. So it will automatically take the date received and the remaining amount will be adjusted immediately. I can just post this and payment and it will impact my all the balance sheet and finances. So it will be handled in my ledgers and everything. So all the accounting will be managed in the back end and it will show remaining payment as just the outstanding amount. So this was a glimpse of opportunity to cash process and how easily it can be managed through the Business Central. Now we'll take a quick look into how the project management can be handled. So if I'll see the jobs in my system, so if I go to the jobs, I see a lot of jobs which currently we are working on, let's say. If I open any of the job, I can see the details of it. So if my job is my project, a lot of planning happens when a project starts. So there are a lot of phases in the project. A lot of details related to the budgeted cost, actual amount, and all the planning. So there are start date, end date of the individual task in the project. There are some budgeted amount for a specific task in the process and the project. So all those plannings and different phases of the project, so complete project plan can be created for my job and the details can be managed very easily. Now, for this particular project, we can assign the resources, assign the budget, manage that, invoice that. So all that can be managed and we can see work in progress stuff. Now, if I'll go to any one of the job planning line to see what are the details inside it, so I can assign the resources. So it can be a billable resource. So whatever the efforts that a resource will put in that particular project, those will be invoiced to the customer. If it's a budgeted thing, I have some assets with me, so I can mark them as a budgeted thing. Now, so you can see I have marked Catherine as a resource to my this particular task, and I'll process this. So I'll create a sales invoice for this particular thing so that invoice will be created for this particular. So there are chances that we charge to the customer as soon as the particular milestone is complete. So all those can be charged and easily invoice can be created out of it. Now, once the resources have been assigned, they'll see this task in their timesheet. They can report their efforts and progress against these tasks. Those will be reflected back in my project plan, and the project progress can be tracked and measured in Dynamics 365 Business Central. Now there is one great feature, as I mentioned, like managing the multiple legal entities. So if we have multiple legal entities, there is always a concern of managing the transactions between companies. So like if you have so there are scenarios when there is only the finance team, the finance operations are managed through the headquarter. There are no specific finance or accounting team at each legal entity or at offices level, or not the bigger team. So then managing the transaction between the entities becomes a hassle for the team. So to streamline that, there are intercompany transactions that Dynamics 365 offers. So I'll just show you a glimpse of that. So let's go to intercompany general journal. I have created just a quick posting for that. So if you can see, like, I am just making a transaction of 4,000 rupees, which is a cash account. So I have selected my account here, which is a cash account. It will directly impact in my into another company. So I'm just selecting that, and I'm just posting this payment and transaction. So as soon as I post this, this is, as you can see, successfully posted. Now I'll go back to the other company. Now I'll switch to my other legal entity to see how this transaction has impacted the same. So as soon as I log in into my other company, I'll check my inbox, transaction inbox. So my inbox will show me a payment or transaction which is awaiting the exception. So as soon as I'll go and accept this payment and accept this, so complete. We just need to complete this. I'll just select the intercompany as it is an intercompany transaction, which is a default to my default journal account, general ledger account. The posting date is today's, and I'll post this. So it has credited the amount into my other company. So if I'll go back and again check my intercompany general journal here, it will show me that payment has been made for 4,000. So it has been deducted from here. It has been credited to the other company. I can just post and post this payment, and it has been posted. So these transactions, a single person can manage these transactions between the companies very easily using the same system. They do not need to juggle between the different solutions, or they put a lot of efforts to do that. Now we can take a quick look into like the trial balance. So how this consolidated trial balance looks like. So when we have multiple legal entities, we'll see the report for this consolidated balance. So I can provide any rate range for which I'm looking for the details. I can just do a preview, and it will fetch all the details from the system, and a report will be generated out of it. So you can see all the activities and the transaction details, and the amount has been coming, and the complete sheet is here. So I can just expand it so you can see the for the second company, different legal entities are mentioned, how whether it's payable, receivable, against which thing. So all these details are managed with the amount and the complete details. So all these comes under my balance sheet, consolidated sheet. Now, when we talk about India, we have some, the specific taxation rules and regulations. So we always look for some details regarding that. So what it offers. So the system offers a lot of Indian taxation. So be GST, TDS, TCS, all these things are managed through it. So if we go to Indian taxation, we can see it offers, so it has everything pre-built and pre-configured in it. We can just define if there is anything specific for our business or regulations. So be GST, TDS, TCS, all these are managed. We can, define the tax types as well. So we can define the tax type, tax rates, and all these are defined here. So we have all these Indian taxation, because always taxation is a big concern when we use these ERP solutions. Managing that becomes a big thing. So all these are pre-built in as a native functionality of Dynamics 365 Business Central. If we talk about a very interesting feature, because we are very familiar with our Outlook, our Microsoft Teams, Excel. Excel is almost everybody's day-to-day go-to tool. So when we talk about integration with Dynamics 365 and Microsoft 365, it offers a very smooth and seamless integration because they are from the Microsoft family. So you can easily use these handy tools to manage your operations in the business center. So be it your Outlook, you can perform a lot of operations through Outlook, through Excel. So I'm just giving you a quick glimpse of how this works with Excel. So if we talk about this list of customers, I need to add a lot of multiple customers, new customers in the system. Instead of going and opening a form again and again and adding each individual customer separately, you can just click on edit in Excel and an Excel will be open. And you can see it is directly, the data connector is there. So it is directly syncing the data with the tenant and you can just add new customers. So as soon as I can add the details from here, all these details can be entered related to customer, whatever I do have, and later it can be edited in the system. So it's not that all the details should be filled in right away. You can just put in the information that you have handy with you and you can just publish it and it will push the data again back to the system. So you can add all the multiple customers. So I can just click on new, it will add a new row for me. So I can keep on adding multiple customers and it will push all this data together in a single publish to the system. So it is very handy. So throughout the entities, it's not just the customers. If it's project plan, it's a list of, purchase order lines. So it could be anything. So you can quickly edit that into Excel and publish back to the system so that it makes things faster and easier for you to manage. Now, if I talk about Outlook integration, so you can see like I have a add-in for Business Central in my inbox. So let's say it could be anything. So let's say I have received a new customer, so I can see the contact insights. I can create new sales code, sales invoice, credit memo, all purchase order, all right from my inbox. So if I have received any email from any customers against that particular email, I can create purchase order to any vendor or I can create sales invoice to them right from my inbox. I do not need to navigate between the systems again. So it makes things again faster for me. You can see I have received this email from someone. So what it does is it's reminding me that the sender of this email is not in my contact list currently in the system. So do I want to add this as my contact? I can even see my existing contacts, so it will list me all the contacts available in the system. I can quickly search, I can edit them, I can see the details of them, all the statistics related to that contact, be it an account, company, or individual person from the company. I can add this as a contact, so I can add other details, which company the particular contact belongs to, and I can click OK. As soon as I'll click OK, again it will add this particular contact in my contact list in the Business Central. So again, these things simplifies a lot our day-to-day operations because a lot of times we keeps on juggling between the systems and the processes, and we cannot spend much time on the core processes and core activities that we should be focusing on in our day-to-day routine. So I can see a few questions in the chat. So let's first take those up and then maybe we can go back to the presentation part. So these was all the key highlights and features and capabilities of system. Definitely there is a lot more. This was just a glimpse of all that it offers because we cannot cover everything here. But yes, it offers a lot that any business needs to operate in an efficient and effective manner. So I was showing this. So if we have this EUA file format, we can have this, changed and defined. So we can generate this. We can select the dates, GST number, and sources, and we can generate this. Even we can have our own file format that needs to be defined. So this already a inbuilt functionality. If we talk about invoicing. So again, sending these invoices right from here is again a feature, as I mentioned, like we can send these invoices directly to the customer. So as you can see, like post and send, so I can directly select from here. So I just want to send it here as prompt for settings. So it will ask me, I want to send it as a PDF, electronic document, as in, so I can send it as a PDF, be it on this. So I can just click OK, yes, and it will allow me to send this particular document as an email attachment. So it's
Yeah.
generating a.
I think one more question is about bill to ship to different customers. So yeah, this is also available as part of, like, we can bill to a different address and ship to a different address.
Yes, yes, that can be done because it happens that the delivery is happening to the
Yeah.
different location and the payment is getting done by the headquarter. So we have the shipping and billing section where ship to is different, bill to is different. So we can have this custom addresses for bill to and ship to thing. For permissions and settings, as I initially talked about, like we can have different roles and permissions in the organization for a specific department or a specific business process, and their permissions and user roles and rights can be defined very easily. So that can be done, yes, very well. So they see only what that is important for them to perform their operation.
Yeah. Another question is about credit limit to customer. So yeah, we can set credit limit for customer as well as anything, means even for vendors as well as for payments as well as for approvals. So we can set different kind of limits for different kind of things.
Yes, yes. So I can give you a good glimpse into that too. So if I show, if it's about a customer, I can show, define the credit limit for this particular customer. So, yeah, it is. So yeah, that was mainly regarding the quick features and functionalities and capabilities of the Dynamics 365 and quick look into that. Over to you, Vikram.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So thanks, Kirti, for this wonderful demo. So, means we have covered the feature, means as the time permits, we are not able to show the entire feature, but it is just a glimpse of what kind of unique features and functionality of Business Central. Then there is a last topic which we'll cover quickly, that is about migrating to Dynamics 365 Business Central. So in case customers are already using Dynamics GP or NAV, there are migration paths available. And for other systems like accounting software, legacy applications, so it is more about doing analysis and creation of new systems, and then we can migrate the opening balances as well as the data as needed. So these are the migration path for GP customers. So there are migration tools available for different versions of GP. Then similar to NAV, there are migration tools available, and as well as there is India specific migration tool available for customers who are running NAV or Business Central previous version on premise. So there is this India migration toolkit is available for upgradation as well as migration. So I'm also putting one more poll question. So like, are you planning to evaluate a more integrated system to replace the legacy system? So like, what is the timeline? So feel free to post your answers in the Q&A window. And that completes our presentation. So we are open to any further questions. Our team will be happy to answer this. And in case we need a more detailed discussion, so we are also open for a one-to-one consultation about your ERP as well as for any kind of digital transformation uh, initiative that you are taking in your organization. So we'll be happy to do that. So please feel free to put any kind of questions. And in case you need a kind of a separate discussion, so our team will be happy to do that, and you can get in touch with our salesperson Mayank. So he will be in touch with you for that.
I can see another question related to document attachment. So yes, it allows documents to be attached to any particular record or entity from the system. So if you have any, apart from the documents that the system is generating, you can also upload any other documents, maybe the terms and conditions or agreements or anything that you have created offline. So those can be uploaded back to the system to keep a single repository of the records related to that particular account or customer. So yes, that is also a native feature of the system that can be done easily.
Yeah, and also this can be integrated with the document digital signing system. So in case you are sending any document to customer for signing, so this can be done also entirely through Business Central, where a salesperson can show these kind of document on their mobile devices, and customer can sign, or we can send to customer and then they can e-sign and send us back. So everything can happen digitally. Okay, so there are no further questions. So we are closing this webinar. So again, thank you all for attending this webinar, taking off your time. And I hope this was valuable to you. And in case of any kind of questions or any kind of further interaction is required, we are happy to do this. And once again, thank you all for attending this webinar. Thank you.